I love doing toys like this because it's my thing. It's a good figure at a good price point. This was under $10, under $9, $7.99. Got it on Walmart.com. This is from Jakks Pacific, which is a company that's been around forever. I think they used to own LJN, and they just pretty much bought up every company they could. We will get into that and more on a new Toy Games. Toy Games! Yes! You and me, baby! Toy Games! I can't take it anymore! It's Toy Games!
So anyways, let's get down to the nitty-gritty.
First off, you're probably asking yourself, well, Gaines, you never do packaging. Why is this different? Why are you doing the packaging? Well, because it looks good. No frills, no fluff, just a beautiful card with the characters from the Golden Axe video game. It was an arcade cabinet. The checkers kind of resembles a Sega Master System box, and I believe this was also on the Master System, and then was eventually ported to the Sega Genesis, where it was a system seller almost. Golden Axe was a terrific beat 'em up that if you had a friend over and they saw you playing this game, you guys would sit down, you would plunk your asses down and play it from beginning to end. This is Gilius Thunderhead. He is a fan favorite amongst that game. This is not the first time he has been in toy form, however. Storm Collectibles has made him before. With all that out of the way, let's take a look at this little figure and see if he's worth all the praise I've just been kind of giving it through my excitement. You know, sometimes you could tell through the box that you got a nice little action figure. I could already see the articulation. There's some detail on that face and head and the tunic. Let's get him out of that stupid box. Just as suspected, he really doesn't disappoint. His ankle is on a rocker, although I wouldn't mess with it too much without some heat. The plastic feels really stiff and solid and hard. God, that sounded gross. But he was on probably a cold truck this morning getting delivered. He has little butterfly joints in there, little tiny butterfly joints. He swivels at the torso. The neck doesn't have the best movement, or the head rather, because his hair is on that well, it's not that hard of plastic. You don't get much range there. Double jointed everything. This is a nice little engineered toy. It's, you know, I'm going to assume that Jakks is able to hit this price. Now, this isn't for a kid, mind you, because no kid knows who the hell, you know, Gilius freaking Thunderhead is from Golden Axe. But he is next to Sonic and the Simpsons toys and Mario, so maybe. I doubt it. Maybe. What I'm getting to, though, is this is engineered for an adult collector with all that articulation and detail. I'm going to assume, though, that Jakks can sell these figures at this insanely good price point because they own so much real estate and they sell so much into Target and Walmart. So their order quantity is so high for everything collectively in the toy aisles. They sell those plug and play games. They sell a lot of like slime products. They sell dolls. I'm going to just go with that. You know, it really is a product of, well, you buy all this and we're able to sell it at that. No mystery there, I guess. Back to the figure, though. He's really sweet. What I'm going to do now, though, is I'm going to put a wash on him, spray him with a matte sealant. I want to bring out the detail on that axe because there is some detail there you can't see. And I'm going to see if he scales somewhat with my Mythic Legions to get some more use out of this figure. Unless, you know, they make the trio in the little rideable things they used to ride on. But you never know. Anyway, I will be back in a jiffy. So I grimed him up a little bit, made him look like he's been out in the woods hunting orcs, you know, pillaging, all that fun stuff. maybe a little too dirty on the horns, but whatever. How you want to do that varies. Now, he's a tad too tiny for Mythic Legions, sadly. Let's bring an elk horn. He's like an imp. He's like imp size. But he's really fun and he's really cheap. And I highly recommend. As always, let me know what you think. Take care. Have fun.
Everything that guy just said is bullshit. Thank you.
Woo! Like, comment, subscribe. Yeah!